very, very messy situation. I don't know what's true and what's not true, but I have no idea why a 54-year-old man is dating a 19, 20-year-old. I know y'all like to be out here bragging about...
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So Shannon Sharpe and his legal team are aggressively contesting rape allegations from a woman in a Nevada civil suit. On Tuesday, lawyers for the woman released audio for what appeared to be Shannon Sharpe threatening to choke her. Shannon Sharpe and his lawyer, Lanny Davis, responded by accusing the woman's lawyer of racism, outing the woman as an adult content creator, and saying they would be suing the pair for defamation. The ESPN commentator and Pro Football Hall of Famer called the suit against him a shakedown. Shannon Sharpe denied raping the woman and released explicit text messages from her on Monday in an effort to prove that the pair were in a consensual relationship.
The attorneys have a lot to say. Shannon Sharpe released a statement after all of these allegations dropped. The statement starts with a quote from a text message. So the quote, and some of it I can't even say, I don't think, but it says, the woman is allegedly texting Shannon Sharpe saying, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me. Yes. And then they have the woman's name, and it says that this is a text that she sent to Shannon Sharpe on October 7, 2023. Now, there's another text message that says, I know you missed this big, juicy A-word. Can I say that?
Yeah, no, it's just an A.
Okay, A-word, $25K for each cheek. And then her name is mentioned again. And this message is from January 1st, 2025. Now they're saying that the lawsuit that was filed by this woman is orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant...
She said $25,000 each cheek.
Each cheek.
What?
But I mean, he led with money. She alleges that when they first met in the gym, one of their first conversations was, he said, yo, if you get fit and lose weight with me and win this competition, I'll pay for you to get your boobs done.
How old was she at the time, they said?
At the time, in the documents, they say she was 19 when she met him in 2023, but she is now in her early 20s.
And Shannon, what, 56 now? So he'd have been 54 at the time?
Let me see how old he is.
Yeah, I think he's like 56.
Nah,
with 2,500 a cheek, so what? Like
25,000 a cheek.
25,000 a cheek.
Google says he is 56 years old. And
but were they actually a couple?
Yes, they were. They were doing whatever this dance was.
He was 50 and she was 19.
56. 54.
54 and she was 19 years old.
So listen, and crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. So yes, whatever they were doing at the time, according to Shannon Sharpe, it was consensual, but she's looking at it a different way.
But that's not against the law because she was of age. So even though she was 19, that's not against the law.
This is a very, very messy situation. I don't know what's true and what's not true, but I have no idea why a 54-year-old man is dating a 19, 20-year-old. I know y'all like to be out here bragging about smashing these young things, but that's not a flex to me. You 54 years old, you should be laid up with your wife and kids, taking your cholesterol medicine, minding your damn business. We need discipline and stability. That's I ain't talking about just Shannon. I'm just talking about all of us in general. Men need discipline and stability. Find you one woman and settle your ass down, okay?
I agree with you, but it's not against the law. He can as long as the person's over a certain age, it is not against the law. So legalities, that's not against the law.
I'm with you.
It don't feel right, but for himself, it's not against the law.
I'm with you. I'm just saying a 54-year-old man is supposed to be laid up with his wife and kids somewhere. Hell, maybe even have a couple of grandkids. I don't want to be chasing no young girls.
Because what are the conversations like? What are the conversations? If I'm 54 and you 20,
that's what I thought about. Like, what do y'all even talk about?
I don't agree with
signs of a stroke.
But all I'm gonna say is when you see all these white people do it, Leo DiCaprio, Seinfeld, Hugh Hefner, Joaquin Phoenix, John Mayer, when they date young girls, nobody says anything. I'm not saying it's right, but it's not against the law.
But I saw Shannon with Andrew Schultz, and he was just talking about all of the ways he avoids situations like this. I don't know if y'all saw that part of the conversation. Now, he don't even want to be on the elevator with a woman and stuff like that. It's the same thing with this. You know, a lack of discipline and stability can increase the chances of a situation like this happening. You 54 years old, a 19-year-old, 20-year-old.
No, you're right.
It's like, come on. If you're going to be that disciplined with everything else, you got to be disciplined all across the board.
But you know what's going to happen now? You're going to see more than one accuser start popping out now.
Well, I hope not.
But that's what usually happens.
Yeah.
One accuser is suing for $100 million. There's gonna be another girl that's gonna be like, "Well, it happened to me too. I need 20." Then another one's gonna come. I need 10. That's what you're gonna see. I hope not too.
I would hope not.
I hope he didn't do this, but you know that's what you more likely to see.
We've seen in the past.
And y'all, why wouldn't you wait till he signed his podcast deal?
Because we don't know nothing about no.
She might not have known it out last week. He did put the announcement out last week.
Did you see these text messages? In this statement, these alleged text messages, this woman said she wants a big black baby put in her. She ain't waiting on nothing.
I don't know.
You want a big black baby?
She said it twice. They included these text messages that show the nature of their consensual sexual relationship.
So she not black either.
Nope, she white.
So once again, Dr. Umar when you need her. Y'all gonna learn.
I'ma just
I
say,
am totally against it.
Oh my
You gotta
god.
be-
Even in sinners, y'all ain't. That's what you know. What?
they were role playing and everything
You
according
can't.
to the statement, but he says it was all consensual. So this video, I don't know, it could look kind of crazy, but you know,
Young girls, not black. Once again, we need discipline and stability, because when you don't have no discipline and stability, it increases the chances of situations like this happening.
Is the woman white? Do we know if the woman is white or if she's Latino or what? We don't
I
know
haven't
that.
confirmed that, but I can. But I
Yeah.
just assumed by the conversation that she wasn't a black woman, but I will confirm that.
Yeah,
And I'll
she
let y'all
was-
know.
Are we able to say her name?
We can say her name.
Can we play with Ray?
Can't even pronounce it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I just don't know how to pronounce it.
Let me say. Let me
Here, I'm
see.
about to show you.
Please.
Okay, Jess.
That's what I'm
No.
here for.
Okay, Jess.
No? Okay.
Let me say.
We doing this or no? What do we?
Because I know it's G. It begins with a G.
You know what? Let's let Jess try
Here.
to
Okay.
pronounce
The
it.
lawsuit filed by, it's a third graph.
Doom doom
Okay.
doom. doom,
Gabriella Zuniga.
Ooh. Why you call her a zoo nigga? You call that woman a zoo nigga for no reason. That woman didn't even do nothing to you and you call her a zoo nigga. You see what I'm saying?
No, I didn't.
All right.
Zuniga?
Zuniga.
What the hell? She's not African,
That was
right?
probably one of her tweets to Shannon. That one of her texts to Shannon. I want you, zoo nigga. Put all of that in me.
And you see it all the time, right? Older men date these young women. But let me just flip it. Just imagine if you have a 20-year-old daughter or a 19-year-old daughter, and she brings home a 50-year-old man. We fighting. We fighting.
Shannon Sharpe
There's
will
nothing
beat
that
your
y'all have
ass.
in common.
What?
Beat your ass.
Sharpe would beat your ass.
I wasn't talking about Shannon Sharpe. I got Logan though. I got Lil Logan. What do you think Lil Logan
If
goes
you
to the
bring
gym
a
every
old
day?
frail 54-year-old, it's on. You bring somebody like Shannon, and I gotta go get the gun.
And he got new hips.
I got Lil Logan. I got Logan. Logan in the gym right now. Lil Logan in the gym right now. Logan, what up, Logan? I know you got us on.
He gonna turn that hip pack and get busy.
All right,
All right, we gotta wrap up.
That is the latest with Law.
Friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do.